E così, divino Cesare, il procuratore di Palestina, Ponzio Pilato, infrangendo la sacra tradizione dei giudei, ha preso le decime del Tempio. E con la mira di edificare quello che doveva essere un monumento personale alla sua enorme ambizione.
Oltre a ciò, si è comportato come un tiranno, dimostrando il suo odio al popolo giudeo affidato al suo governo.
Ed infine, divino Cesare, nella valle di Garizim, egli massacrò una moltitudine di inermi che fuggivano dalla sua ingiustizia.
Ebbene, Pilato, hai ascoltato queste accuse? Mi rincresce che dopo tutte le sfortune che ti hanno afflitto in Palestina, ne trovi una anche più grande ad attenderti qui a Roma. Invece del vecchio Tiberio, tuo protettore, qui a giudicarti chi trovi? Me. Caio Cesare Caligola. La dea della fortuna, ahimè, non è sempre con te, Ponzio Pilato. Tu hai scritto questo. Sei colpevole di lesa maestà. Hai riconosciuto e condannato un criminale di Galilea come re dei Giudei. Hai dimenticato che il re di Giudea è Cesare stesso? Ponzio Pilato, il Senato si è riunito per sentire la tua difesa. La sentiremo. Parla. Rispondi! Ebbene, non parli? È il coraggio che ti manca? O le parole? Abbiamo perduto il prode soldato di Germanico? O abbiamo perduto l'autorevole e brillante oratore del foro? Un tempo restavano tutti ammutoliti, incantati, non appena tu cominciavi a parlare.
Il suo silenzio è un insulto alla giustizia di Cesare.
Cesare ha pazientato abbastanza.
Divino Cesare, pronuncia la tua sentenza.
Ti rendi conto, Ponzio Pilato, che hai abusato dei poteri che ti erano stati dati dal Senato e dal popolo romano? Per l'ultima volta, Ponzio Pilato, io ti ordino di parlare in tua difesa.
Day for us indeed when the Sanhedrin must bow down before a pagan.
We have to hate and smile at the same time.
Came, there were dark clouds. I wonder what Pilate's luck will be with this brilliant sunshine.
Israel's sky is always changing. Storms blow up from one moment to the next.
The only cloud that Pilate or any mortal need fear is that which stands between each one of us and the throne of God.
Pilate can't make it disappear.
With all these hostile faces around us here, it's refreshing to see a pair of beautiful eyes.
She is Sarah, the daughter of Arenik Mizir, the richest banker in the Orient.
custodian of the people, I, Caiaphas, custodian of the law of Moses, do welcome Pontius Pilate, procurator of Rome in Palestine. We look for a wise administration, freedom of worship, and that you may bring peace and prosperity to your people. We have had reports that you are high in the regard of Emperor Tiberius, and our Sanhedrin prays that your rule here may be a true reflection of this esteem. It is my sincere desire that you shall never forget your sojourn in Palestine.
Thank you, Caiaphas. In the name of Rome and my emperor, I promise you a just governorship.
Stay quiet. I'll come back with help.
Don't worry about me. Just escape while you can.
Wait, don't pull it out.
No, Galba. You shouldn't have mercy on them. I came here to build, not to destroy. I hope it's not serious, Procurator. I didn't expect a joyous reception on my arrival. Yet I didn't expect to see my soldiers killed either.
What are you doing here? Do you want to compromise us?
Why have you come here?
Don't you know, Aaron? Because we failed.
And Barabbas?
He's safe in the mountains by now. Everyone escaped, except Daniel. He's on Issachar's roof, badly wounded. He must be saved at once.
Here. Drink this. Drink it. We shall take care of him. Did anyone see you?
Yes. The patrols are combing every street.
Patrol? Help him up.
But you said that if we ever needed help to come here.
I think it wise that you should go now.
But Daniel is losing blood fast. He's dying.
Don't worry about Daniel.
Daniel is fighting for the freedom of Israel. And you said you'd protect us. Didn't you?
Well, Jonathan, haven't I kept my promise? And what's more important, aren't you under the protection of the Sanhedrin? Hmm?
The Sanhedrin?
Now go. Oh, wait. This may be helpful. A man with money can do almost anything. And remember this. If my name should ever be involved, no one, you realize? No one can help you or your friends anymore. Not even the Sanhedrin. The way is clear. Now go.
Get him! He's the one!
if he talks? The Romans have ways of forcing confession.
No one would dare support his testimony, and he would not talk. He is brave, and he's fighting for an ideal.
What about the other boy, the wounded one who was left on the roof?
He's dying, but the same ideal.
Pilot, the questors have arrived, and the tribunes of the people ask to be received.
The questors first.
In a few days, it'll just be a slight scar.
At least I could have laid my hands on Barabbas.
Alba, you're a brave soldier, but a poor politician. Here, cool down with this.
The questors of Galilee, Samaria, and Judea. I hope it isn't anything serious, Procurator.
My first decoration in Palestine. As you're my regional administrators, you must understand Rome. The Emperor Tiberius confided in me his concern for the present situation of Palestine. And today I have seen for myself how difficult it must be to govern these people. Or perhaps I'm mistaken. What disturbs the peace of your region?
Barabbas, Procurator. Robbing, pillaging, attacking caravans, and now this attempt on your life.
Why has he never been captured?
You saw the situation for yourself, Procurator.
I'll be the judge, Galba.
Every time we're about to capture him, someone either hides him or protects him.
What happened today cannot be blamed on a simple bandit. Somebody must have paid him, and paid him well. I will find out who's protecting him. And when that day comes, I'll show no mercy on those who dare defy me and the authority of Rome. And your region?
Galilee is peaceful. King Herod prefers to concern himself with his young wife and leave politics alone.
Less dangerous and far more amusing.
Yes. The only thing disturbing him is a new prophet, a Nazarene who preaches to the poor. They listen and follow him as a master.
If this man disturbs Herod, why does he let him preach?
Mere superstition. Since Herod killed John the Baptist and other preacher, he's had nothing but misfortune.
Just like Rome.
Here are the reports from Samaria.
Oh, I almost forgot. I understand you have the poorest region.
Yes. And conditions are made worse by the lack of water. The Sanhedrin has refused to contribute to the building of an aqueduct.
Refused? But the Sanhedrin has vast resources. Decius, bring in the tribunes.
Yes, Pilot. They are Nicodemus and Joseph of Arimathea. They have always been loyal and sympathetic to us.
You are members of the Sanhedrin?
Procurator, Joseph and I are merely the elected representatives of all the Jewish people.
Then if you haven't your people's interest at heart, we cannot work together. Since you refuse to support an aqueduct, there is only one conclusion. Your religion denies you water.
The aqueduct cannot be at our expense, Pilot.
But it will benefit your people.
My people can only recognize it as a military aggrandizement.
Surely that is for Rome to decide.
Procurator, we fully respect the authority of Rome. But try to understand me. The Sanhedrin's view is based on our ancient and orthodox law. The people's contributions to the temple are only for the greater glory of God, and not of man.
Galba, members of the Sanhedrin, my first order issued in Palestine. Work is to begin on the new aqueduct within a month. You can levy a new tax to cover the cost of it. Questors, thank you for your reports. Nicodemus, your people will soon enjoy the valuable benefits of the land your God has given you.
But a new tax will be more than we can stand.
Besides, our Orthodox people are defiled at the touch of a Roman coin. That's why the money changers have exploited the situation, cornering all Roman currency and devaluating it by half.
By half? Who directs this manipulation?
The richest banker in Palestine, Aaron Ek Mazir.
The Sanhedrin permits such corruption?
Aaron is a very powerful man.
The people of Palestine must feel that Roman law is here for their protection. This banker must be made an example of.
But if you have no proof of his guilt, why turn the Sanhedrin, the strongest element in Palestine, against you?
Nicodemus, I can see that you're a helpful man.
But Rome fears nobody. Tyrants and dishonest men have no protection from her. Arrest this Aaron Ekmezir.
Open up! Open up! Open up!
Where is your master? Call your master.
But
Call him, I said!
what gives you the right to shout commands in my father's house?
Your father is under arrest by order of the procurator Pontius Pilate.
My father's not here. He's gone back to Jerusalem.
Search every room in the house. We'll know soon enough if you're telling the truth.
You have no right to be here. And I demand to know what he's charged with.
The procurator will state the charge.
The Romans are not the only authority in Palestine. Go and tell the Sanhedrin that an act of injustice is being done here.
No one can leave without my order.
This is my house. I give the orders.
You'd better come with me.
I do not take orders from the oppressors of my people.
You might cut yourself with that tongue of yours. Be careful.
Get out, pagan. I curse you. All of you. Rome, your emperor, too. I curse all of you.
Arrest her. You'll learn what it means to insult Rome.
No one's in the house.
Where is your father?
He's in Jerusalem. Why don't you look for him there?
Take her away.
Sarah.
Sarah must be a brave girl.
I tell you, Dismas, everyone in Caesarea is talking about her arrest.
It's a bad father who lets his own daughter suffer in his place.
They say that Aaron is hiding in Jerusalem. Did you hear that, Barabbas?
Yes.
Why doesn't the Sanhedrin make a move to help him? He gave all that gold to the temple, huh?
In my opinion, the Sanhedrin is just using us. They'll throw us all away when they don't need us anymore.
They've given us weapons to free them from the yoke of the Romans. And these very same weapons can be turned against their own tender throats if they try any treachery. Come here, Esther.
Look!
Hey, a quick raid for us, and we got what we needed.
What about the shepherd?
I convinced them it was better to have you as a friend than an enemy.
You've done a good job.
Say.
He has.
Daniel. He's alive.
Daniel, everybody told us you were dead.
I escaped.
Escaped, did you?
Who gave you this?
He.
He? Who's he?
I'll bet he's spying for them.
Did you sell out to the Romans?
No. I was running away from the Romans, and on the Emmaus Road I met a strange man. He looked at me.
How do you mean, looked at you?
In a strange way. I can't explain it. Even the way the man spoke seemed different. He treated my wounds and said, "These wounds will not lead to your death, but to the glory of God."
The glory of what?
Daniel, tell me, who was he?
He said, "Jesus of Nazareth."
Ah, the Nazarene, huh?
What else did he tell you? Come on, out with it.
What did he say, Daniel? Please tell us.
He said, "For my sake you will be persecuted, but yours will be the kingdom of heaven."
You young idiot. He's talking like that half-wit beggar on the road to Name.
Daniel, did you hear any word of Jonathan? What's happened to him? Tell me.
They've thrown him in prison,
Where?
in the Caesarea jail. He's to fight with the other prisoners in the Crocodile Lake on the Emperor's birthday.
Oh, no. Why, that's the most terrible death.
Don't cry, Jessica. Please don't cry.
Daniel, he mustn't die. He mustn't die. I must save him. Oh. Jonathan!
Jessica. Tell me, how did you get here?
I had to see you. How could they ever do such a thing, brother against brother? Oh, you mustn't die.
Which do you favor?
I favor the Reds. My wager is on them. You must be determined to lose. I'll go along with the green crew.
Faster! We've got to win!
The boat crew that can stay afloat will be given their freedom.
Look, Decius, your money is as good as lost. Yellow is winning.
Don't be deceived, Galba. The red crew is winning.
He will be set free.
Caius Lucilius has arrived from Rome. Caius Lucilius is here. I'm sure he must have a message from the Emperor.
Welcome, Lucilius.
Hail, pilot. From Tiberias.
Thank you. I propose we drink a toast to the Emperor. Palestinian wine.
It's very good.
Assure the Emperor that on his next birthday, the new aqueduct will have been finished.
Tiberius has complete faith in you. Continue this way and your fortune will surely rise in Rome.
What news of my wife? Have you seen her?
I saw Claudia in Capri. The Emperor treats her more as a daughter than as a niece. Come, guests are waiting.
Caesarea, the joy with which you are celebrating the birthday of the Emperor Tiberius proves to me that you do not feel the weight of our swords, but the all-protecting wing of Rome. The promise I made upon my arrival has been honored. The aqueduct will soon bring water into your own houses.
I've never seen the people of Caesarea enthusiastic.
The people know when someone is working for their welfare.
As long as your good intentions don't go against the principles of their religion.
Which I intend to respect. Have you any news of Arenek Mizir?
There is a rumor that he's hiding in Jerusalem.
His cowardice is obviously stronger than his love for his daughter. The next time you see my wife, tell her that all I lack here is her affection and my children.
I will go to Capri for that purpose.
Please do. What is it?
A prisoner escaped. She ran in this direction.
Then I suggest you go after her at once. Oh, Arenek Mizir's daughter. Young lady, do you love revenge more than freedom?
For me, there is no freedom without revenge.
After all, it is your father who keeps you a prisoner in our hands. Yes, you would do much better to revenge yourself on so cowardly a father.
You lie. My father is not a coward. The day will come when you will fear his name.
I fear his name already, my little wildcat. Here. Go on, have another try.
I hate you.
You shouldn't hate me for doing my duty. Don't kneel to me, Sarah. You must try to understand me. And when they ask you what sort of man is Pontius Pilate, admit at least that he's a just man. Guards, come here. Who was guarding this woman?
I was, sir.
You left your post.
I was called away, sir.
You were neglecting your duty, you men. Arrest this soldier and put him in this woman's cell. Since your cell is occupied now, I can hardly send you back to it.
Am I free?
Provided you do not try to leave this palace. You, place her in Galba's care.
But Pilate...
Go on with him. Before I change my mind. Caius Vitellius to construct his aqueduct in Syria.
3 years, Procurator.
I think we should be able to do much better than that. I want you to see to it that all the workers are given ample food and water.
Yes, Procurator. I will see that the necessary orders are given at once.
Sarah, how charming you look. It was good of you to come here.
Could I do otherwise? I can see now why you are so happy.
I'm quite satisfied, yes. Soon water will be flowing over these arches. Clean mountain water. And when that day comes, your people will inscribe my name in stone.
For what you are doing, my people will be grateful. You fill our lives with art, with philosophy, even with power. We live only for God. All our thoughts begin and end with him. Only God's holy name can be inscribed for eternity.
What strange beliefs you have, you Jewish people. Amazing. How can you know the true meaning of progress when such religious laws imprison you?
My people kiss the chains that keep them bound.
Then remind me to issue an order. No chains allowed in Palestine.
Chains alone do not make a slave. Listen. Listen to the sadness of their song.
What are they singing about?
Our ancient conquerors. Assyria, Babylonia, Egypt, they all defeated us and put us into slavery. And now they are no more. But we Jews still exist, and we will go on existing for all eternity.
I'm happy to report that work on the aqueduct is proceeding.
Nicodemus.
What's wrong?
Pilate, the Sanhedrin has considered your request. I must report that the majority vote is against the construction of the aqueduct.
They defy my authority. I will not permit them to interrupt the work.
Then you still mean to levy a new tax?
No. My soldiers will stop the caravans bringing tribute to the temple.
You cannot do that.
They will be ordered to confiscate 1/2.
But, Procurator, that is a sacrilege.
It cannot be a sacrilege to use the people's gold for the welfare of the people. Send for Galba.
Pilate, please, I beg you to reconsider.
Nicodemus, I hope that you'll remain my friend. But my decision is made.
Procurator, your wife has arrived from Rome.
Father!
Marcus, why, you're already a grown man.
Certainly. I can shoot a bow and arrow.
If you can use a bow, you can be a big help to us. Good for you, Marcus. Ah, my beautiful daughter.
Father!
We have a fine lady here. Decius, take care of the princess. With pleasure. And how did you like your voyage on the ship?
There was a big storm, and the captain said that we might be shipwrecked.
A storm? I want to hear all about that just as soon as I get back. Claudia. I was fortunate not to miss your arrival.
But must you really leave?
The aqueduct, Claudia. In this country, there are always problems. Nothing ever goes according to plan. And our dear old Dirce, it's good to see you in Caesarea. Decius will show you to your apartment. Oh, Claudia, I'm sorry I must leave you. But you do understand, don't you? Farewell.
But there's so much I want to know and to tell you.
Yes, I'm sure you do, dear, but right now I...
Take care. How pleased I am to see you. How brave you. And you, my child.
Indeed honored.
With slave labor, you work fast, Procurator.
We are well trained in organization, Rabbi. Our system is such
that you must rob unarmed caravans, build with money that is not yours. Is that all part of your training, Procurator?
The temple tributes are all contributions made by the Jewish people to be used for their common good. And this aqueduct will benefit everyone. Idle gold helps no man.
As procurator, you are not empowered to decide how temple funds are used. I beseech you to let the caravans pass freely into the city or face the consequences.
Without money, this work will stop.
Then let it stop. Now, before it is too late.
Rabbi, are you threatening me?
The Sanhedrin does not threaten, nor does it willingly countenance physical retaliation. I implore you to listen to my plea.
Decius, why have the men stopped like this? As a protest against the work, Procurator. Use the whip. Whip up! Back to work, you men! Get back to work!
You Romans will pay for this bunch of mass!
There is your answer, Rabbi.
Procurator, your endeavors here are cursed by us, and we as men of God do sorrow for the blood that must flow.
What is it, dear? You should get some sleep, mistress. He's not coming. Why do you say that? Pilate doesn't want you in Palestine. When a man shows such indifference. Good night, dear sir.
They're asleep. They waited so long for you. I'm afraid this climate is not good for them, or for me.
The air is fresh on Lake Tiberias. Nicodemus has a villa there.
Nicodemus?
He's the only member of the Sanhedrin who understands me. The only Jewish friend I have.
Then perhaps it would be best if I take the children there.
I'm sure Nicodemus will be happy to accompany you.
I will leave tomorrow.
I will come to visit you as often as I can. And later, when the weather turns cooler, I'll take you all to Jerusalem.
Good night.
Claudia.
Hey, Marcus! Marcus!
Get away from there! Go on! Go on!
Hey, Marcus, come on with us! Come on, Marcus!
Later! Mama, I helped them pull in their fishing net. So did I.
Mistress, I know it's not my place to advise you, but you should never have left his side.
A wife cannot demand affection.
Through your influence, your husband was favored by Caesar. He can lose favor just as easily.
I cannot forgive him. Oh, it doesn't matter. We shall remain here only for a while. Then I shall prepare for our passage to Rome.
But he never agreed to such a thing.
The procurator cannot deny my wish. Where are the children?
There, by the gate.
You have heard it said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you, resist not evil. But whosoever shall smite you on your right cheek, turn to him the other also. And if any man will sue you at the law, and take away your coat, let him have your cloak too. Give to him who asks you, and from him that would borrow of you, turn not away. Suffer little children, and forbid them not to come unto me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven. And if you become not as the least of these, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. If thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him, and if he repent, forgive him. Judge not that you be not judged, for with what judgment you judge, you shall be judged, and with what measure you meet, it shall be measured to you again.
We must stop here to replenish the water supply.
Permit me to extend greetings to the niece of the Emperor of Rome.
Didn't I see you with him?
I am always with him. Always.
Then you know him well.
Yes, I have been with him since the first time I heard him preach. He speaks of truth and only of love. I gave away everything. Everything I had, all I possessed to follow him. You see, only through Jesus, only through this man can the three kingdoms of Israel be restored upon the face of this earth. This is my dream. And when that day comes, I shall stand at his side. If Rome were to help him, she would win the gratitude of all the Jewish peoples. You could tell this to the procurator.
Then you know him well. You talk of things of which I have little knowledge. But after listening to him, I know I have need of his teachings. He seemed to give life a different meaning. Did he not say, forgive, and you shall be forgiven?
Yes. You must not hate the sinner, but the sin. For the sin is your own hatred.
Yes. Yes, I think I begin to understand.
Then you will speak to the procurator?
I don't know. What is your name?
Judas.
Pity. Oh, please help a poor man.
Pray for me, old man.
Thank you, my lady. Give to the needy. Alms. Alms.
Sarah.
Father. Oh, Father. Look what I brought you. You're reprieved. Pilate wrote this with his own hand. You're free.
Why did he give it to you? Why?
I will not be seeing him again ever.
You have done all this for me. You loved a pagan. Tell me. Tell me.
Yes, I loved him, Father. He is a pagan and a Roman, but in his heart there is...
You are accursed.
Yes, I know I am. I'm accursed for all the hurt I've given his wife and innocent children. That's why I ran away from Caesarea.
You ran away? You took this and ran away from him?
Yes.
May God give me vengeance on that man.
You can think of vengeance on the very one who has forgiven you.
I am not Barabbas.
When he lifted his sword, it was your voice and your money that commanded him. How could you?
Baron, we've succeeded in devaluating the Roman currency by 1/3. Shall we buy in the rest?
Claudia. Claudia. I must speak to you.
Not here.
Am I forgiven?
Your children and I are back. Doesn't that answer you?
No, I'm waiting to hear you say these words.
You are forgiven.
Have you? you forgotten the wrong I've done you? And yet, you can still forgive. My friend Nicodemus persuaded you.
No.
Who then?
A young preacher. I didn't even speak to him, but I understood his words. Love cannot be love unless there is forgiveness.
Claudia.
$50. $51. $52. $53. $54.
Learned teachers, scribes, and God-fearing elders of the council, we have weighed one another's arguments, and each one of us has voted according to his conscience. Pilate has resorted to force to extract the levy. Each day our holy temple is being robbed of the people's tributes. The issue is before you. Do we oppose this plundering by force, or do we bow before Pilate and place our trust in the Lord? Joseph, have you a decision?
Yes, Caiaphas.
What is it?
The majority has voted for retaliation by force.
Finally, our courage of old has returned.
Your verdict? Your verdict is irrevocable. And as your high priest, I bow to the majority. But my heart cries out in shame.
Pontius Pilate has made a mockery of our ancient laws. There can be no shame in retaliation.
Vengeance is mine, said the Lord.
Strike down those who dare defy God's holy law.
Members of the Sanhedrin, Pontius Pilate is only an administrator. He understands our needs and takes action accordingly. You elected me to represent you. Let me have your full confidence then. How can you expect a Roman soldier to understand the Jewish soul?
Thy servants will spill blood in thy name.
Let another spill it for us. Barabbas.
The priests of the temple allied to a cursed outlaw?
Why not? He's the only man who can help us. Pay Barabbas well enough, and he will protect the caravan.
We'll be speaking the only language these Romans understand.
First of the lessons we're going to teach you Romans.
Or the last.
Hand over everything you've got to my men.
What should we do with the prisoners?
Kill every one of them now. Only the necessary tribute goes to the temple. I always keep my promises.
Barabbas, this is banditry. We joined you to free my people, not to rob them.
What?
Look at this. Our ideals are stained with blood.
My men can't fill their bellies with your ideals.
You destroy the dignity of free men. I despise you, you fatten on us like a...
Stay with us if you like, but you'll have to feed on your ideals.
Oh, Israel, we do cry aloud to you now.
It was a massacre.
Then Barabbas and his men stripped the caravan of everything, except the tributes for the temple.
A noble gesture for a bandit.
The time has come to set up a few crosses for these rebels. Violence should be punished with death.
The Roman eagles shall be raised above the temple. Rome commands in Palestine. Galba, Decius, we will leave at once for Jerusalem.
It's sacrilege! It's sacrilege!
The vessel, down with the eagle!
Nicodemus, why are they weeping and moaning in this incessant way?
There are feelings in a man's heart which cannot be repressed. My people cry aloud to their Lord.
What God would tolerate such endless lamentation?
He is an understanding God, and every man's sorrow is his. Pilate, you cannot destroy a people's ancient beliefs.
If the eagles offend them, take them down.
When I issue an order...
The high priest asks to speak to you.
I am here.
He says he cannot enter the house of a pagan.
Why not? Will this floor befoul the sacred hem of his robe?
Caiaphas wants to speak before all of his people.
Caiaphas, I presume that your people have some respect for your high office. Order them to leave the square.
That I cannot do. When the temple of our God is profaned, his servants cry out in sorrow. Each man is his own conscience. Do not think, Procurator, that you can trample our religion underfoot. With each act of persecution, a man's faith is strengthened. When the eagles go, the people will go.
I take my orders only from my emperor.
Perhaps your Emperor Tiberius has changed his mind about Jewish customs and the privileges he has always extended to our religion. Show me a commandment from Tiberius.
A commandment?
An order empowering you to act in this way. If such a document exists, then you are merely doing your duty, and we are free to address our supplications directly to your master.
I am Caesar's friend.
Friendship is easily destroyed, Procurator. There are many spies who would willingly carry ill report to Tiberius. Beware of impeachment, Procurator.
You're skillful at using words, Rabbi. But let them direct the actions of your people. Send them away. The imperial standards will never be allowed to lie at the feet of these fanatics.
Procurator, he who heeds not the voice of God has condemned himself.
Common sense would prevent the need for using force. Galba, you know what to do.
Good.
No.
Force. See the pediment of your temple? When sunlight no longer touches it, my soldiers will resort to force of arms.
Pilate, Take down the eagles. It will not be an act of weakness, but of generosity.
Deploy for action.
Hear our prayer, O Lord. Deliver us from the oppressor. Help us in our hour of need. Amen.
Would you destroy in a single day all the good you've done these people? Look at them. They're all depending on you for clemency.
Jews allow you to set up a graven image before our eyes. It's God's commandment. We will die to protect the Lord's temple.
You can kill us all if you wish. You can even kill our children, but you will never be able to kill our God.
Guard! Draw sword! Procurator! Order your soldiers to lower the graven images!
Pilate, remember they have children too. Have pity on them.
Pontius Pilate, have pity on us. Take our children's lives if you must, but don't leave eagles on the temple.
Put away your swords. People of Israel, Roman swords will never be stained with your blood. There are people who wish to destroy the pact of friendship which binds us, but they have not triumphed today. The sole victor is my love for the people. Go back to your homes in peace. Although the protection of Rome will remain with you always, I promise the Roman eagles will be removed.
They are the words of the Son of Man. My eyes could not see him, but what I heard him say with my ears has filled my soul with life. Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life, and he that believes in me, though he were dead, yet he shall live. Then the stone was taken away, and he said, Lazarus, come forth. And he that was dead came forth.
How would you know? You can't see. Now, what else did your Nazarene say?
He said, whosoever shall smite you on your right cheek, turn to him the other also. You are Barabbas.
You must have eyes.
I know your voice. One of your raids cost me the eyes that God gave me to see with.
Give it to me. Make a clean sweep. All you can find. Burn everything you leave. Ask your Nazarene to help you now.
What is it, Simon?
Barabbas is becoming a grave menace to us.
As far as I'm concerned, there is no further need of him.
Then tell him he'll have to stop the slaughter of our people.
You think I can do anything your Sanhedrin asks of me?
Do you know that Barabbas is inciting the nomad tribes of Samaria to rebel against Rome? He's trying to merge them with the rebellious slaves on the aqueduct. I warn you, Aaron, the Sanhedrin will have no part of this.
Samaria and the aqueduct too, eh?
And since our religion has triumphed over the eagles, it's our duty to prove our pacifism to the Romans.
I know Barabbas and his love for gold. I also know the only way to deal with him.
Thank you, Aaron. The Sanhedrin will be relieved when this banditry stops. Farewell.
Malik, how much reward are the Romans offering for Barabbas?
100 sesterces.
Well, my friend, I have a pleasant little task for you to do now. Go and find their commander, Lucius Galba, and tell him that in return for 500 sesterces, he can learn the whereabouts of Barabbas.
For that amount, I certainly will not be interested.
Maybe you are right. But how much do you think the Romans are willing to pay to learn about the revolt in Samaria?
That door, he's in there.
Seize him. Take him away.
It's no more than they deserve for treating us like dogs.
Here's where revolt Pilate will send his legions.
And we'll deal with them as we did here. Only next time we'll use these Roman swords against the Romans.
Isaac, you look just like a Roman centurion.
At last, Barabbas.
About time.
No, it's not Barabbas. Jonathan.
Oh, where's Barabbas? What do you want?
Barabbas has been captured.
Captured? He's deserted Barabbas. He's a traitor.
I didn't come here to betray you. I came here to help you. This is your land. Don't destroy it. We have only one enemy, Rome. Galba's legion is marching on Gazarim. Turn your eyes to the oppressors and look to the future.
Yes, he's right.
Down with Rome.
We'll fight with the weapons we have, and with a hatred far stronger than any weapon.
Better to die than live as slaves. Follow me.
Let's go.
Yes, to the Romans.
Let's go to Gazarim.
Get the horses.
Don't cry. Someday those who follow us will win their battle.
Oh, Jonathan, don't leave me.
Jessica, the Lord will protect our people. There will be a sign. Go to Jerusalem and wait for it. Be sure you're there for the feast of the Passover. Oh, Jessica.
Jonathan. Jonathan!
It is not his desire.
My house shall be called the house of prayer, but you have made it a den of thieves.
The Sanhedrin will never forgive that Nazarene for having driven the moneylenders from the temple.
Aren't you Judas Iscariot? To think that once you were a rich man and now you've come to this, following a fanatic.
When my master has restored the kingdom of Israel, there will be riches for all.
My poor friend, you've lost not only your money, but your intelligence as well. Your master, as you call him. Have you been listening to him? He's not talking about a kingdom down here. He's thinking of something up there. A kingdom in the clouds.
Watch what you say. The day is coming and I shall stand at his side.
Judas, it's difficult to stand on a cloud, even for a king.
Respect the Son of God! I shall pray for you, Aaron. I shall pray, Aaron.
Judas Iscariot, why have you come back?
Did he send you here? Do you think you can come back to us and receive our help by merely offering us your soul?
I have always held my soul in the palm of my hand, and I have not forgotten your law.
I do not see your soul in this outstretched hand. I see nothing. Nothing but an empty hand, Judas, asking for help.
Thee, I do not ask for help, but only that my master be understood.
Then why have you deserted him?
Deserted him? Yes. I fled, I ran away.
But why?
I couldn't bear his eyes upon me. His way of looking at me. Even when back was turned. He seemed to be reading my soul. Words hidden in my heart. Words I'd never said to him.
Then why do you follow this man?
I saw in him the culmination of a dream. The kingdom of David come again to the earth, as the prophets predicted. At first I thought this was his idea, and that he loved me more than all the others because I had guessed it. It was as if there were an understanding between us. But I waited in vain for the realization of that dream. And now I know I was wrong. That I've been wrong from the beginning. He wasn't talking about a kingdom on this earth. He was promising something in another world. And perhaps I couldn't stand beside him there. Maybe he's chosen someone else already.
Another world. Chosen someone else. Must we listen to the ramblings of this madman?
Let him speak, Simon.
Tonight. Tonight we supped together. All of us were there. Suddenly, he made a strange accusation. One of us, he said, would betray him. And all of us were very sad.
Betray him? Why should any disciple want to betray his master? Perhaps some of you doubt him? Is that it?
Yes. Who in this life has not once doubted his teacher?
And you?
Even I. And do I not love him more than any man? But I've not betrayed him, nor would I betray the temple.
Tonight we must find him. We must talk with him.
Yes. Yes, Rabbi, talk to him. You'll see. He'll tell you I've not betrayed him.
Remain outside the door. Come here. My son, I am talking to you as an old rabbi to a younger one. Both of us are teachers with a duty to those who listen to our words. There are some who have accused you of blasphemy. Tell me, are you the Messiah? Look at me. Look into my old eyes. See, they are tired and red with anguish, misted by a lifetime of searching for the truth. If I cannot recognize it now, then all my life has been in vain. If it were given to anyone to recognize the Son of David, would not I be among the first? Oh, my son, you are a young Nazarene, loved by your mother and your father and the people of your village. Confess your heresy now to me, so that you may return to those you love, who must fear for your safety. Are you the son of David? Go then. For I have no other recourse than to return you to Pilate's guard.
Pilate. Oh, Pilate.
Yes, Claudia.
Pilate, I had a horrible dream. Oh, I beg you, I beseech you, for the sake of our children, have nothing to do with condemning this man.
What did you dream?
I saw the sky blackened. The earth trembled. An eagle swooped down on a helpless lamb. Terrible things will happen if you give way. Pilate, don't go. Don't go. He is the Messiah.
The Sanhedrin has returned him to you.
Oh, no. No.
Go back to the children, my dear Claudia.
Bring the prisoner here to me. Prisoner, come before me. Are you the king of the Jews? Your own people have brought you here to me. What have you done?
You do not deny it.
You are a king, then.
You say I am a king. To this end was I born, that I should bear witness unto the truth.
What is truth?
The truth is that he came down from Galilee preaching rebellion.
I find this man is guilty, then. Guilty of treason against Rome. And for this he must answer to the law. I did not reach my decision until I had first spoken to him. He offered no defense. And now I must decide, according to the law, the exact penalty he has to pay. Take him back to his cell.
Get some rest.
Has he said anything in defense?
Not yet. But why are you so upset? One would think it was the first time that you would have to pronounce a death sentence.
The other times it was all so clear. The crime, the punishment to be given, and my personal conviction. And this time, it all escapes me. A simple trial. And yet it involves Rome, Palestine, and all humanity's conscience.
One of you will betray me. One of you will betray me. One of you will betray me.
No! No!
I had no choice in the matter of finding this man guilty. He has rebelled against this people as well as all of the Roman Empire. And so, for the crimes of which he is guilty, the law prescribes only one penalty. As his punishment, I shall have him put to death. And since he's a king, he can wear a crown.
It is for us to decide his fate. Let us judge him.
Why are they acting like this? I made a decision concerning just one man. No one has defended him. And I cannot release a prisoner who has been found guilty. Will you therefore agree that the sentence of Jesus of Nazareth is a just one against a man who has committed treason, as just as the penalty against Barabbas, an outlaw who plundered and burned up your home? Why don't you agree? Isn't my decision against the Nazarene a just one? Justice will be done. That much I promise.
Try to understand, Claudia. I have a duty. I must uphold the law. If only he offered some word in his own defense, I might then be able to set him free.
Let the Sanhedrin decide his fate! He is one of us! Let all people decide! I already decided. His crimes are against Rome itself. So I can free Barabbas, but not Jesus. Barabbas' crimes were against you, his own people, and so I can release him to you. But Jesus of Nazareth must pay for what he has done.
Oh, Lord, help him. He must live. He desires what is best for our country and for all humankind.
Behold this man. If he is innocent, why does he not speak? What else can I do but to condemn him? I will give him one last chance to defend himself.
Why do you not defend yourself? Why do you not answer me? Don't you realize that I alone have the power to crucify you or set you free? Bring me some water. I am innocent of the blood of this man. Take him and crucify him. I have washed my hands.
The sentence, Procurator.
Do not write King of the Jews, but that he said, I am King of the Jews.
What I have written, I have written. Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews.
Judas Iscariot, why have you come back? Then why have you deserted him? But why? And why do you follow this man?
man. I would not betray him, nor would I betray the temple.
I do not see your soul in this outstretched hand. I see nothing. Nothing but an empty hand, Judas, asking for help.
His eyes. I couldn't bear his eyes.
I am innocent of the blood of this young man.
Do you see them?
One of you will betray me.
I have the blood of an innocent man upon my hands.
Betray me. One of you will betray me. Betray me. Betray me. Betray me.
Claudia.
Stay with me, Pilate.
You must live. You must live.
Death holds no fear for me now.
No. Claudia. Claudia.
Give all your love to the children. And if one day you find the truth, make them believe also.
Marco, mi vita. Dio, ti prego, scendi e illumina le tenebre di questa casa.
Dovresti sapere, Ponzio Pilato, che io ho potere di vita e di morte su di te e che posso mandarti libero.
Quella che mi giudicherà, divino Cesare. È una più alta giustizia. È la giustizia del regno dei cieli.